The US, Germany and the Netherlands are deploying Patriot missiles along with around 1,200 troops on Turkey's border with Syria. And NATO claims the move will protect Ankara from a possible strike by its neighbour. Other critics say conflict-torn Syria is rather unlikely to attack an alliance member. RT's Irina Golushko looks at why Turkey is so eager to defend itself from its former friend.
He may have traded his command bridge for an apartment in Istanbul, but retired Admiral Turker Ertürk still keeps tabs on his country's foreign policy, and he doesn't like what he sees. Like many Turkish patriots, the admiral believes his country is sacrificing common sense and domestic concerns for Western interests.
Turkey is looking at the Middle East through America's eyes, not for a purely Turkish perspective. For example, with Syria, Turkey claims it wants to see democracy in Syria. But look whom it's working with: Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and their democratic credit is wanting.
Forget the zero problems with neighbors rule, which Ankara has prided itself on for many decades. Critics now see Turkey as dancing to one nation's tune.
You can bomb places, burn places, kill people, but that does not suffice to get certain permanent results which the US can utilize afterwards, because you need some social foothold in those countries, some social strata, some people who internalize US policies and will represent those in the countries that have been invaded and so on.
This is where Turkey comes in. Geographically and culturally, it's a great base camp for the likes of the US and NATO to take a foothold in their anti-Assad ambitions.
It was just 2 years ago that Turkey was calling Bashar al-Assad a brother and voting against sanctions on Iran. Its relatively recent change of heart, however, may not have everything to do with Turkey's desire to appease the West, and may indeed be part of a plan by Turkish officials to become regional, if not global, major players.
Erdogan has an Ottoman dreams, but it was some 100 years ago. It was true once upon a time Syria was a part of Ottoman land, but now Syria is a member of United Nations and an independent state. And Turkey hasn't got any rights on Syria to intervene.
Yet, Turkish officials seem to skirt the issue of their internal problems and instead turn their attention elsewhere. Syria, the case in point. But the likes of retired Admiral Ertürk believe the Turkish ship is a cursed one, should its present commanders continue on their current course. Irina Golushko, RT, Istanbul, Ankara.